Hi guys, how are ya? Today is Thursday, September 10th. Thanks for being patient with me. On Tuesday it was just kind of crazy. It was a remote learning day. And thank goodness Mayla is much better at technology and computers than I am, because she figured things out. I was just trying to keep the calm, even though I didn't know what the heck I was doing. So I was like the moral support, and I was one saying take deep breaths, but I think I was saying it more for me than I was for her. So anyways, as you can see, change of background here. I'm in my bathroom again. Today's yoga is gonna be just a quick use your counter, or if you don't have enough space in your bathroom or in your kitchen, you can use the back of a couch. You want to use something that's heavier so that if you pull on it, it's not going to move. So you can use a folding chair, but the folding chair is going to move, so you don't want to use that. So you want to use like a back of a couch, a back of a big chair, your counter. You could use a wall, but the wall you can't get the pull, and that's what I'm trying to incorporate into today's class, is being able to pull on the back of the couch or the counter. So we're kind of gonna just gonna get started, because I just want to get started. So first off, bring your eyes to close just for a second here. You can sit or stand wherever you're at. Bring your awareness onto yourself and onto your breathing. And my quote today is, "You can be a good person with a good heart, a kind soul, and still say no." You can be a good person with a good heart, a kind soul, and still say no. And I don't know if you guys are like me, but I have a hard time saying no to anything, to anybody. I've gotten a little better at it as I've aged, but it's still something I work on, because I feel guilty afterwards. But we shouldn't feel guilty. Sometimes saying no is the best thing that's for us, for that day, for that moment. And it's okay. We can't be everything all the time to everybody. We can say no and know that we took care of ourselves. We did the right decision for ourselves. So, like I said, it's a work in progress for me all the time. I encourage you to try it as well. So, when you're ready, go ahead and stand on up. And we're just gonna fold forward and reach. Oh, there's a little bug. Ah, hang on, halt. Let me scoop him away so I don't step on him. Little potato buggy. Okay, potato buggy, come on over here so I don't step on you. Okay, he's over there now. Sorry guys, and I didn't even freak out. But with a spider, it would have been a different story. So anyways, go ahead and start off just on a forward fold. Just to release the low back. Let everything go. Take a couple breaths here in your forward fold. And then while you're in your forward fold, bring your feet about hips distance apart. Grab opposite elbows and just begin to sway side to side. Come back to center, drop the hands, take your feet a little bit wider now. Grab opposite elbows, and this time when you sway, really bend your knees. Really get into it. So you're moving the hips, moving the knees, the ankles. So you're getting some movement in those bigger joints. Come back to center, drop your hands, bring the feet back towards each other. Inhale, lift up halfway to a flat back. Exhale and fold. Inhale again, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, bow. One more time, inhale, lift up halfway, flat back. Go ahead and reach your arms back behind you, palms are facing down. And just raise those arms up a bit. Pull the belly in, squeezing through the hips. And then exhale, release and fold. Inhale here. And then exhale, begin to roll slowly up to a stand, reaching your arms out and up, whoops. Bring your hands to your heart center, close your eyes. Set your intention for today's practice. Gently blink your eyes to open. We're just going to do one half sun salute. Inhale, reach those arms out and up. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, lift up halfway, flat back. Exhale and fold. Inhale here. Exhale, begin to roll back up to a stand, reaching your arms out and up. Exhale to mountain pose. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Okay, so now we're going to get to using our counter or the back of our couch or a bigger chair. So go ahead, take your arms about shoulder distance, your feet are hips distance. So we're coming in a down dog on the sink or the couch. So go ahead and get into your down dog. And you may want to shorten your stance a little bit. So maybe not as long, so shorten the stance a little bit. And what I want you to do is I want you to activate pulling on the back of the couch or that sink. So your hands can tuck right into the sink hole or right on the back of the couch. And I want you to activate your arms and really pull with your hands, not with your arms, pull with your hands. This is where the pressure is going to come and activate all the way up to the shoulder. Pull with those hands. And it really activates the arms all the way into the shoulders, into the scapula area. And it even starts to activate into the low back butt because you've shortened your stance. Take a couple breaths here. This is a great, great pose to do if you have low back issues to really release that. Somehow when I do this at the sink, it feels better on my low back than when I do down dog on the ground. It just really releases that tension back there. I know after a long day of standing on my feet, this is like my favorite thing to do is come to my sink and just take a dog. Take a couple more breaths here. And then inhale, slowly begin to roll up, rounding your spine. Come up, your feet are still flat. And I want you to just lean forward a little bit. So you're bending your arms a little bit. You're feeling that huge stretch up the back of the ankle, the calf, the thigh, into your bum again. Pull your belly in, don't dump into it. Belly is still tucked in to protect that low back. And then on your next inhale, you're going to slowly move back into that downward facing dog again on the sink. Once you get settled there, go ahead and pull with your hands again, activating those arms all the way up to the shoulders, to the underarms. And just take a few breaths here. And on your next inhale, slowly begin to round the spine, hollow out the belly, come back up. And again, lean forward, keeping the belly tucked in. You can bend the arms if you need to. You're just getting the stretch at the back of those legs. And then next inhale, come on back. Kind of walk it out a little bit. And we're going to come into our downward facing dog again. You don't have to pull with your hands this time. The arms are just up here like this. And I just want you to bend, really exaggerate bending the knees. You can twist your body a little bit if you like. And then next next time your right knee is bent, keep it bent, the left leg straight. You're gonna keep your right hand on your sink and you're just gonna twist and reach that left arm back. Look over that left shoulder. You can really feel it in that outer left hip. Take a couple breaths here. It feeds into the low back as well. And then next inhale, come back to center. Go ahead and walk your dog again. And next time the left knee is bent, keep it bent. Keep that left hand on your couch or sink, and you're gonna reach that right arm back and look over that right shoulder. Now you're gonna feel it in that outer right hip, feeding into the right side of the low back. And you still got that tension pulling on that left arm, just because the natural weight of how you have positioned your lower body. And then next inhale, come on back to your dog, walk it out a little bit. And then go ahead and take your dog feet a little wider than hip distance, not a wide leg stance, but a little wider. And you're going to reach that right arm for that left ankle, shin, whatever you can reach or touch, or just reach for it. You're gonna bend that right knee, and once you bend it, you may be able to grab hold of that left leg, calf, ankle. And then once you grab it, or if you don't, just reach for it, go ahead and look under that left arm. So again, it's hitting a different part of the low back. It's a great shoulder stretch. Wink, wink, Mike, for your shoulders. Take a couple breaths. And then next inhale, release that right hand, straighten the right knee, bring the right hand back to the counter or sink. Go ahead and walk your dog out again. So for people who are taller, so like Laurel, when you're taller, this is or Benny, this is a great class for you because it really targets that low back area. These are things that I have Peter do all the time because he's 6'2" and always has chronic back issues. So this time, keep that left hand on the sink. You're gonna bend, or you're gonna, wait a minute, what am I doing? You're gonna release the left hand. Sorry, I forgot what I was doing. Release that left hand towards the right side. Then you're gonna bend that left knee. If you can grab the ankle or shin of that right side, you can. If not, just keep reaching the left hand towards it. And you're gonna look underneath your right underarm. Take a couple breaths here. And then next inhale, come back and up, reach the left hand up, walk the dog out a little bit, and then bring your feet back towards each other, roll on up. And again, keep those legs, keep those feet flat on the earth, and just lean forward a little bit. Get that stretch with the back of the legs. Tummy is tucked in. And then go ahead and step forward, shake everything out. And we're just gonna do some lunges now. So go ahead and step your left foot back. And when you're in your lunge, I want both feet flat on the earth. So front foot is flat, back foot is flat. So don't go so much of a lunge that your heel lifts up. I want that back heel flat. So shorten your stance so that back heel can stay flat. You're in your lunge. And what I want you to do now is you feel that all the way up the back of that left leg, which is great. I want you to take your arms and I want you to press into your counter. So you can see I'm pressing into it now. So it activates those arms. It activates those legs in a different way because you've got some resistance to push against. The resistance creates a different kind of stretch. And just take a couple breaths. Step that back foot forward, walk it on out. And now step the right foot back, left foot is forward. Again, the stance should be so that that back heel stays flat on the earth. You feel that huge stretch at the back of that right leg this time. And then go ahead and activate those arms, press into your counter or your couch. Pulling the belly in, take a couple breaths. This is also great when you use the counter or couch like this to do some strengthening of your muscles and bones, but it does it in a way that's not so taxing on your body, not so hard on your body, like doing like a full push-up on the ground. Is it more challenging? We're going to do those at our sink or our couch in just a minute. So it makes it accessible for everyone. And then go ahead and step that right foot forward, walk it on out, shake it on out. And like I said, we're going to do some push-ups. So go ahead and take your feet back. So you're kind of like in a plank, but you're on the sink or the couch. So pull the belly in. Your feet can be together or they can be about shoulder distance apart, or if you want a little further apart, that's totally fine. Whichever way is best for you. I like mine a little bit apart. So your arms are straight, and it's a lot easier to do a push-up like this. And you're just gonna bend those arms a little bit, and then push away, and then bend and push away. If that is still too much on your arms, you can take one foot forward and still do the same thing and bend and push away. Bend, push away. We got 4 more. Bend, push away, bend, push away, and bend and push away. Go ahead and step that back foot forward, walk it out. We're going to do that one more time. So all it does is when you change your plane, you're not having all your weight bear on your wrists. When you're plank on the ground or on the floor, all your weight bears onto those wrists, and that can be kind of taxing on our wrists and our body and hard to push away. When you do it, when you raise the ground up to you by using the sink or the couch, it just makes it a little bit easier, a little bit more accessible for everyone. And then if you set the leg forward, it adds another little bit of cushion to make it a little bit more accessible still. So go ahead and step your feet back. You're in your high plank. Again, if you need one leg forward, you can. I'm going to step the opposite leg forward. And then again, you're going to bend those elbows out and push away. And bend and push away. 4 more. Bend, push away. Bend, push away. Keep breathing through this. 2 more. Bend, push away. 1 more. And bend and push away. Go ahead and step forward. Shake the arms out. Shake the body out. So again, it's just a strengthening of the arms, but using your body weight, but not using too much weight. So hands go back on your sink. Take your feet to a wide stance. Feet are going to be parallel, so toes are pointing forward, heels are straight back. And you're going to bend your knees to your degree, pulling the belly in still, bending the knees. And you're just going to kind of drop back to where it feels like you're feeling the stretch in the shoulders. You're feeling the stretch in the ankles, the knees, and the hips. So it's a modified malasana. You get the pulling with the sink. And it just feels so good. I don't know how else to describe it other than the fact that this feels amazing. So take a couple breaths here. If you want to drop down lower, you certainly can. It changes how it feels. I personally like it right here. It just feels awesome on my bigger joints, ankles, knees, and hips, and it feels great on my glutes and my low back, great on my shoulders here. I just love doing this. Take a couple breaths. And then your next inhale, slowly bend the knees up, come up. Keep your feet where they're at. Lean forward again, bending those arms, pulling the belly in. Again, just getting the back stretch of the back of the legs. And then we're gonna do that one more time. So go ahead and have your hands on your couch or sink. Bend those knees to your degree, whatever feels good. Pulling the belly in still. You got the tension on the hands and the shoulders. And you can stay right here. You can drop the hips more, or if you want to challenge yourself a little bit more, you can come up on your toes and then drop back. Again, it changes how it feels a little bit. But just take a few breaths here. And then drop the heels if they're lifted, straighten the knees, roll on up. And again, lean forward, keeping those legs straight, feet or heels are down. Lean forward a little bit, pulling the belly in. Take a couple breaths. And then step your feet together, shake it on out. And you're gonna turn sideways this time. So, hand is gonna be on your sink again. Your feet are about as far away as what your arm is. And you're just going to raise that left arm up and side bend over. Again, you can tug on the sink to add a little bit more tension. If you want to tug, slide your feet a little further away. Actually, if you want to tug, slide your feet closer, I meant to say, sorry, because then you really feel the stretch. If you want less of a stretch, have your feet out. So our side body feeds into our low back and our hips. And this should feel so good. It helps to create more space. It helps to correct your posture. And then slowly, slowly, slowly come out. Lower that left arm down. Shake everything out. We're gonna turn and do the other side, so I gotta face away from you guys, sorry. So, you're gonna have your left hand on the sink, right arm goes up. You're gonna lean over to the left. Again, if you want more tension, step the feet closer to the sink. If you want less tension, step it away. Any and all are totally fine. Take a couple breaths. And then next inhale, slowly come up. Lower that right arm down. Shake everything out. So you're shaking everything out. Okay, so you just had a brain fart. Go ahead and come back straight to your sink and just take a down dog, but one without any tension. Just rest those arms up there, kind of nice and light, just to relieve any tension or stress. And then if you want to, release your hands and let them fold on down, reach for the floor. And then slowly begin to roll up. So we have one more pose we're going to do on each side. We're going to get to our hips, and again, we're using our sink. So go ahead, have your hands on your sink, and you're going to step your feet back to like your downward facing dog feet, so about hip distance apart. And you are going to bend your knees, and bend them. And then if you can take your left ankle and cross it over the right ankle, the right shin, or the right knee. So it looks like this. So we're getting to that hip. And just hang onto the sink. Take a few breaths here. Again, this feels so good on that outer hip. It fills right up into this low back here. Take a couple breaths. And then next inhale, slowly straighten that right leg coming up. Uncross that left. Walk it on out. And then we'll do the same thing on the other side. So go ahead, down dog your legs. Bend the legs in down dog. And then you can cross the right ankle over the left ankle, the shin, or if you'd like to, the knee. So it'll be like this, this, this. Keep the foot nice and flexed so that leg stays active all the way into the hip. Inhale, slowly start to straighten that left leg, uncross the right ankle, walk it on out, turn back to center, just shake it on out. We're just gonna do a half sun salute, so inhale, reach those arms out and up. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale and fold. Inhale here. Exhale to rise all the way back up to a stand, reaching those arms out and up. Exhale to mountain pose. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. One more time, deep breath in. Deep breath out. So go ahead now, grab a seat, lay down, whatever feels comfortable for you. If you're in your bathroom, you can lay on your bathroom floor if you'd like. If you want to move on to somewhere more comfortable, like on your carpet or whatever space you use to do your yoga, I encourage you to go and move there now. Somewhere where you can do your Shavasana in a comfortable position, where you can relax, where you can let go. Deepen your breath. Make some small movements with your fingers, your toes. Reach your arms up overhead, full body stretch. And then slowly bend your knees and roll off to your right side. To a comfortable seated position. Keep your eyes closed, bring your hands to your heart center. Thank you guys for practicing with me today. I greatly appreciate all your love and all your support. And remember, you are a good person, you're a kind person. And you can still say no when it doesn't feel right for you. May you be safe. May you be healthy. May you be happy. And may your mind be at ease. Together we bow and say, Namaste. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate all your love and support. I hope you give this a try, doing it at your sink or your couch. I promise you, it feels weird at first, but you will feel, your body will feel so good. Your hips, your low back, your shoulders will feel amazing. So have a great Thursday. Happy early weekend. I love and miss you all so much. Please stay safe. Please stay well. Mwah. Sending you lots of hugs and kisses. Bye guys.